Okay, let's get ready to rando. Welcome everyone. Week 6 gigantic matchup with two huge runners in the Super Metroid Randomizer tournament. This tournament has exceeded expectations. The levels have been soaring. We can't even believe the talent that is competing for those 16 playoff spots. Today we got Bressingham sitting at 4-1, and azder also at 4-1. Both of them poised to get to the playoffs with a huge matchup tonight in the ever difficult Week 6. So, I'm Jangles, here to bring you commentary for the match, and I'm joined by who I consider one of the most knowledgeable data banks of the Super Metroid and Super Metroid Randomizer, Aussie. How you doing, man?
Hey Jangles, I'm doing great. Really excited for this match. Two top SMZ3 players, so I'm happy to see this race. And on top of that, we got azder, who's my teammate back in League, and just now I get to comment.
Well, hope you don't have any bias. We'll have to be careful. I would always be rooting for my teammates. So, for anyone who hasn't been keeping up to date on the tournament standings, let's quickly go over what we've seen so far. Both of these runners having unbelievable tournament runs thus far, coming up against really top opponents and showing that they have what it takes to make the last 16. Bressingham, Week 1, smellin' with a win. Week 2, ouchie with a win. Week 3 came up against Simo Rocks and just barely lost that match, but bounced back with wins against Junie June and Iron Rusty. 4-1. A win tonight definitely means he's in the playoffs. So Bressingham's looking for a big win tonight to make it. Excellent.
Yeah, so just taking that one loss to Simo. You all know Simo, very strong opponent.
Yeah, I expect to see Simo in the playoffs for sure.
Yeah, it's looking hard to even make it into playoffs with the top runners taking losses. Who you'd expect at the start of this to make it through, just getting lost.
It was a pretty standard start here, but I checked the standings today, and we've still got 37 runners out of 80 who've got a shot to make it to the playoffs. So that means about 50% of the people left are with at least with less than 2 losses are getting, half of the people are getting in the playoffs. So every match is crucial.
And for these two in particular, they're at 4-1. So they got a really strong shot of making it through here. We're going to end this with a 5-1 and a 4-2. And then 2 losses is the most you can take. This will be in the play-in race. That still gives you a chance to.
Yeah, absolutely. So we touched on Bressingham's record. Amazing record thus far. Let's jump over azder. I mean, I think everyone had him as an easy pick for the playoffs in their pre-tournament rankings. I definitely did. But so far, he's got Week 1 went up against Vintner. I mean, already getting challenged, but came with a win. Week 2, Scottroid with a win. Week 3 came up against P-Toil, one of the favorites, and just barely squeaked out a win. Then Tillimorph with a win, and last week in the undefeated match against Nevdi, I know many of you were watching that. Unfortunately, just got outplayed and came away 4-1. So he's desperate for a bounce back.
Yep, Nevdi still undefeated coming into this week. But this race has some developments now, so time to switch up.
Here we go.
We're playing Chozo, and the early items they found were Morph Ball and Missile Pack, and then the Missile Pack led to Screw Attack. That opens up the left side portals of Criteria, and this Gauntlet Heat Tank item. And
I love it. Fearless. They don't want to check any portals. They're going right for the item. Through the gauntlet with one E-tank. Just showing how good these runners are.
And then power bombs is one of the best items that you can find here, really. Didn't have a way to continue on to the minus. And then power bombs are going to let them check 230 before they have to leave.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, but a pretty pedestrian start so far. Really seeing some standard items. I mean, screw attack is really only access a bomb in the beginning, opening up the bomb if you don't have power bombs or such. Awesome.
Screw attack, super useful item. There's only the one power bomb pack in the Chozo pool. Now that we know where it is, we can consider all the power bomb drawers in logic.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to, Aussie. Yeah, I was watching the runners pre-race and doing their practice in Bressingham. He pulling off the suitless early X-ray check time after time. Man, you know he's been practicing, and he's just waiting to see that in this seat. I'm waiting to see that from Bressingham. Really impressive.
Yeah, I think X-ray is a really nice thing to do. Go for it. Azder going straight to the closer portals, which is
yeah, but I give this to Bressingham. I think checking the Chozo at 230. I think that's probably the right play, but super missile not paying off.
Yeah, so super missile doesn't pay off, and it might be possible to identify that as a super missile if you check all the other Chozos.
And so if I'm not mistaken, the Chozo logic has each Chozo and the boss items have all of the major items and also the few required items to finish the game. 2 super packs, 2 missiles, and 3 energy tanks. I think that's how it works.
Yeah, and the power bombs, and there's also another.
Oh, you're right, also the power bombs, yeah.
And on top of that is all the unique items. So once you get past those miners, we're going to be counting these unique items. We'll get a charge beam at charge location.
So Bressingham finds the wrecked ship, but he knew he couldn't take that down. Nice.
It's possible they could direct ship. Boss shuffle is on, so it's 50-50 chance. But one neat tank.
What a shame. My dream with a Chozo seed is always to see a full Spo clear. To get that Chozo behind him with no super missiles. But alas.
That's our second missile pack. So we actually got almost all of the miners already. It's 1 super was found with power bomb and ghost missiles.
Yeah, that sounds like hell runs to me.
So speaking of hell runs, with that logic, you're gonna need 3 E-tanks. Bressingham taking it down. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, in fact, man, 3 weeks ago I was commenting a match with McTimothy and Lies and Gasoline. Lies and Gasoline took a death 10 minutes into the same hopper, man. Exact same one, and just had exactly the same situation as Bressingham. That's a bummer, but at least he can say he's got 10 minutes of knowledge, 8 minutes of knowledge.
Yeah. Looking at the timer, it looks like 8 minutes time lost, but able to skip some things with his knowledge. But I guess he jumped through the door with screw attack, and that reset his iframes. You get a bit of invincibility after area transitions. But screw attack would reset that.
Oh, really? As I said, Ozzy, bring in the knowledge. Screw attack resets your your iframes when you go through a door. Very nice. Yeah.
I can always back up with chat. Chat also brings a lot of knowledge.
Do you get iframes on vanilla transitions still? Actually, yes, you do. Every portal gives you a smaller window of iframes. Every portal. Awesome. Let's give a quick shout out to our tracker tonight, Exact Science, and just sacrificing his time for the good of the community. The real hero. So thank you very much. He told me it was his first time tracking, so welcome to the team, man.
Yep, doing a great job so far. It can be tricky to fix the tracker after a death, but when runner loses everything, it's not as bad.
Alright, but meanwhile, Azder, I mean, just steamrolling ahead. Nothing is in his path. He's finding Chozos left and right. A very impressive play from Azder so far.
Coming up on the X-ray location, so
Okay,
I don't
just
think
what I
we'll
was
see it,
hoping for.
but it's possible. I'm pretty sure Azder knows how to do the trick.
I'm telling you, I saw Bressingham hit 4 in a row, like with one E-tank. Like just using the waiver to damage boost all the way across, 4 in a row. I mean, unbelievable.
Slightly different doing it in the actual run.
Of course, yeah.
If you make a mistake, you're dead.
Alright, and so that was the moat that Azder came up upon, which has 2 other portals through there. So this is, once again, this is light area. So just because I know some confusion comes up, the way that works is each room maintains connections to the rooms that it would originally connect with, but those connection paths are all mixed up, rather than a full rando.
So with light area rando, we're going to try to keep track of the connections per area, and that'll let us know where the unchecked connections are going to go.
Definitely. Yeah, still Azder not finding much. No, it's been all the miners from the Chozo to start this off, but now that with 3 E-tanks, I think hell runs are here.
Yeah, it's a good chance of that. There's going to be one entrance in Red Tower that goes to Upper Norfair, and that's kind of what he's looking for.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Bressingham just got scarred for life. he's never gonna come back through Gauntlet without saving again.
Yeah, just those darn hoppers, 80 damage in such an early part of the game.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, lies and gasoline, unfortunately, when I was coming, took a huge death there, but I almost came back and won the match, so it didn't set him back that far, but exactly the same hopper. Unbelievable.
The thing is, we know Azder's gonna go through these seeds fast. Has potential to make a mistake, but more likely we're gonna see Bressingham try to
Fearless. That's could be his best play. So I mean, Azder just rushing straight into the hell runs, no fear. I mean, I'm impressed so far. Azder's been practicing for sure.
So this hell run Azder's at takes 4 E-tanks, I think. Maybe it's 3 full to make it there back at the speed.
He's hoping for a big payoff here. Could it be a suit? Yeah, charge was found early. I mean, Bressingham's pretty much got to go back and get charge since he knows where it is. E-tank. Interesting.
Bressingham's wants to see the rest of Pre-Print Star too. So we're going for more than just charge. But
yeah, well, Azder's on his way back.
Yeah, but here's a gamble from Bressingham. Now that he knows he's behind, he's gonna take the 50-50 on the Brick Ship boss.
Yeah, you were totally right, man. Yeah, and yeah, good play on him, man. So he's definitely hoping to see. I mean, he's got no way to get out of Dragon, so it's either got to be Fantoon or Gray.
On Azder's side, Wave Beam takes 4 E-tanks to get to get him around. And there's only the 2 in Logic, I think. So what it looks like you're expected to do is run around Upper Norfair for the entrances before the items.
Maybe you're meant to go fight the wreck ship boss first. Let's see. Ooh, this is exciting. Bressingham coming up against Kraid, first boss. Huge gamble paying off.
Definitely good to see a boss you can kill, and it's gonna get 1 item.
I know, but also, he doesn't have enough ammo. He came in with 2 supers, and I think it was 6 or 7 missiles. So missing 2 more.
Yeah, wreck ship is just simply part of the game for being low supers, because it makes you use some, just in the boss.
Respectable fight.
Then we saw our last super pack at Wave Beam. So it's all of our ammo.
That is a drop in the pit of Bressingham's stomach. Energy tank was not what he was looking for.
Yeah, that's not super helpful to Bressingham because we know that puts what Azder's doing completely. And so we're expecting Azder's on the right path and he's gonna find the real progression.
Man, Azder is absolutely flawless 16 minutes into this run. I'm really impressed. That's 3 flawless hell runs in a row. Great movement throughout. And spring balling. Man, what a pro.
Azder's really good at the randomizer.
That's for sure. Lower Norfair. That croc.
Yeah, so a bit of an awkward spot being at the croc door. Either go to the Chronic Boost door, which is a bit of a hell run, or through Reverse Cathedral. So neither's fun.
Fearless. Yeah, I haven't seen Azder save yet, have you? Did he save at Bubble Mountain? Maybe. I don't think he even did. I mean,
I'm gonna leave it on maybe.
yeah, I mean, he needs to, sorry to be the proverbial grandmother, but save! Come on, Azder.
We have seen in past races that Azder plays very dangerously.
He's a gambling man. Bressingham, you don't... I'd kind of like to see him go check the Edacoons. Oh, but that's not a Chozo, is it? Or... No, there is one.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. You're right, yeah.
Up here, it's just the Sport Spawn Supers and the Brinstar Reserve tank, and they've already checked Charge Beam. So Bressingham has Charge Beam now.
Sure. Thank you. As Azder was reading my mind, my attempts to get him to save were going through. We can all breathe a sigh of relief.
Almost thought they'd use that save to check the Chronic Boost door, and then reset, get the health refill. But if you're coming to the high jump area, then you're probably going to keep the items over here, and so now it's purely safety save.
Yeah, no, actually, I totally agree with you. I think checking Chronic Boost quickly would have been the right play. I mean, maybe if Croc's there.
Yeah, I think checking Croc would be good in this situation, wherever it may turn up. It's going to be in one of these area transitions off of Upper Norfair.
Man, Azder with 2 reserves. Suddenly, he just found enough power bombs to start crystal flashing. Man, Azder is on a tear.
Yeah, I had the 6 energy tanks, so decided that that item was available to pick up.
Oh, oof, close call.
Yeah, the
Right, and
mini
without
hoppers do like 80 damage, so that would have been bad.
first try on his last E tank. I mean, and azder is just showing off.
Yeah, that was getting the lava item too, Cathedral. Most people
Yeah.
wouldn't go
Oh
for
my
that.
god. Actually, he had enough to crystal flash, didn't he? So he would have been okay, probably.
Yeah, after getting the lava item. You're right.
Yeah, what is brazen? That's what I'm calling azder tonight.
But hey, free health refill right here at high jump. So 2 more entrances up the elevator here. Stop by Ice Beam first, actually. But looking for either Croc entrance or Crate Slayer. But we already know that the wreck ship boss is Kraid, so the only killable boss would be Fantoon, unless he wants to go for the Ridley fight, having 30 supers and enough E-tanks. But that'd be fun to see.
I wouldn't put him past it. I wouldn't put it past him.
He can actually do the Dragon fight too with double spring ball jump. But I'm not sure if he knows that trick. But there's grapples. So.
There's grapple.
So it's kind of all beatable bosses.
So, well, we got a second. I wanted to turn the attention to the sprites for a second. He's got Bressingham rocking a bright red, vermilion, you might say. Samus suit. I'm kind of excited to see what his other colors are. I also saw him with some custom enemy skins. The Kagos were bright green. I'm not sure if you caught anything else.
No, I wasn't paying attention to that, but I guess it looks like enemy palette shuffles on.
Yeah, exactly. Enemy palette shuffle. I'm loving it. Azder, old school.
This area, Rando, just adding this line of tiles and doors in the croc fight.
But so we're 20 minutes in. We found no suits and no beams except for charge. So
and wait, Bressingham.
Here's Bressingham. Just what I was. For all of you who weren't here, I said this as my looking forward to moment. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, barely makes that
in a row.
Good job.
And flawless. And, what a call. Finds the gravity suit. Man, this race is wide open again.
So that's pretty big because as they're potentially going to go for Suitless Meridia, depending on how things play out here in Upper Norfair.
No, Bressingham.
Bressingham having gravity suit.
Yeah,
needs to watch for spikes.
23 health, no reserves. Oh! Yeah, one hit from the spikes and it's over. Oh, no, he's got 16.
Hey, he's cool. He's out.
Yeah, there's an energy refill at the bottom of this room that I wouldn't even say no to.
Yeah, mostly because he's trying to get to Upper Norfair next. Doesn't have a way through the East Meridia checks, so the items would be in Upper Norfair from here.
All right, we got a nice gravity check or grapple beam check here at the back of Croc. This could be most likely a beam, right? Yeah. Oof. Spazer.
Spazer beam. The space laser.
Could we see? Oh my gosh, 23. No, get out. 15 health.
Okay, he gets an E-tank. Yeah, Bressingham staying alive.
Jeez. 2 E-tanks.
Yeah, the croc play not paying off for azder. Having a beam for damage is nice, but not really worth the time, even though it is the only beam. Kind of expecting to find more later.
Yeah, it does. Spazer, needless to say, Spazer is not what he was hoping to see.
Yeah, like it doubles your damage, but it's on pretty good super and regular missile count for damage.
Thank goodness. Azder's saving. He's going straight for lower Norfair.
I had to think through like how possible that is. Oh, almost there. Azder definitely has played the RBO. I put a lot of time into that.
Yeah, definitely. RBO is my favorite category. Just love it.
Yeah, mine too. We of course wanted to find the Craze Lair entrance first. Does need info on the Ridley Lair boss, Lord Norfair
Yeah,
boss.
I mean, this is kind of the first conservative choice we've seen by Azder, but and he's playing it like a pro. This is the right one. Go for the Kraid boss.
Yeah, it just feels he can take the boss no matter what it is. And if it is
Safety,
Ridley,
safe route.
if it is Ridley, just needs to not get hit. Can otherwise do the fight fine. But getting hit's the hard part.
Especially if it's a tail. I mean, sometimes you cannot avoid the fireballs, but yeah, one tail smack and you're done for.
So we know that Fantoon and Kraid are swapped. And Azder knows that it's a 1 in 3 that Ridley's at Lord Norfair. And that one boss has already been swapped. There's nothing more.
Man, this is an awesome race. I mean, as obviously Bressingham taking that early death, but then gambling and finding the gravity suit. We're 26 minutes in. I could hardly say who's ahead. I mean, both of them are, yeah, we're really in prime position.
Yeah, the gravity find was huge. It really brings Bressingham back into this.
With the early X-ray, amazing, man. Bressingham. He was hunting for that early X-ray. He wanted to show it off.
Yeah, only thing is to be a bit of a downers. I think that if Azder doesn't do Lord Norfair, then he's gonna leave right now and go straight to X-ray, and then would find that gravity suit. But
I've been really impressed by the format of the tournament. I mean, I'm just gonna voice the satisfaction of everyone watching. I mean, you know, just every week, varying up the settings in such a way. I really enjoyed it. I mean, every week has been a new adventure.
absolutely, like the community, the watchers, the casters, and then the runners all get to learn the new mode week to week. It's like a new experience every week.
Yeah, definitely. What would you say your favorite shuffle is, Aussie?
I like seeing the countdown shuffle. Like that's the newest mode that they're bringing to this tournament.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of countdown shuffle, full area rando, boss boss rando on.
Yeah, definitely a fun set of settings, like the chaos set.
Just the absolute
Anything
calamity.
can be anywhere. Okay, so I guess to go over what's in logic from what we know. There's a gravity suited X-ray, and grapple gets us to that, and that would open up Shack Tool. And then we've also have Fantoon dead, so the wreck ship is on and has items there.
Yeah, but so if Fantoon is not dead, can you check the wrecked ship energy tank?
No. All the majors in wreck ship, you need Fantoon dead to be able to check.
Really? What if you come through the back, through Forgotten Highway? Can you check the energy tank in that case, or the door's not open?
So the door is open either way because it's area rando, but the item's not there.
Yeah, it's not there. Yeah, I did that once in the vanilla game. Went through the back door and checked the energy tank, and it's just not there. So, I guess they did that.
Yeah, and then next week we're gonna have random start, and that has very tweaks on. In that case, you can check the E-tank location with that Fantoon dead.
Yeah, I think week 4 was also a random start, and I commented a match, but which just started at the ship, so didn't matter either way.
Yeah,
And
I miss out on the random start experience. It just becomes a normal countdown seed then.
man, azder now finding the gravity suit. Unfortunately, I got to give the edge to him now.
Yeah, Ezra on his way to wreck ship, get those majors, and gonna find the Kraid boss. But we're expecting Bressingham to like come through here and then also have to turn around. It's kind of the
Ooh,
intro.
taking a little hit there. Come on, Bressingham.
Does not have crystal flash ammo.
2 missiles. Oh, and even not even enough power bombs, right? You need 3 packs of power bombs minimum.
Yeah, but it's fine because there's a free health refill here. The high jump missile item. But once Bressingham goes through Kraid Slayer and finds Fantoon, then we'll see how he's feeling about the race, and if he wants to like bank on Shack Tool being progression.
Yeah, but for me, I mean, we're 30 minutes in. See, both runners, excellent stuff. But for me, this is a premonition of the playoffs to come. I mean, as soon as I saw this matchup, I had to sign up for comms because I fully expect both of these players to make the playoffs regardless of tonight's outcome, and I wouldn't put it past either of them to make it to the final 4.
Yeah, absolutely. We're at the 4-1, and that just means that these runners proven they can beat anybody.
My preseason prediction was Polar Bear Bunny for the tournament win, but we'll see. She's still in the hunt.
Yeah, also a teammate of me and azder for Randomizer League.
Definitely.
Finalist tier player.
But you got to make the playoffs first. So, yep. I checked the statistics on the Swiss round tournament myself, and so we got 80 players left and 16 playoff spots. And the way the math works out is that you have to be 5-2 after 7 weeks. So Bressingham and azder both sitting at 4-1. A win tonight pretty much guarantees them a spot in the playoffs. So they're going for it tonight. They need a win, and azder definitely showing he's got a top spot picked in the playoffs.
The winners this week going to be feeling a lot more comfy.
And just perfect execution on a gorgeous Kraid quick kill. But you know what? azder, he had a color palette on Kraid, bright red. We thought he was vanilla, didn't give him credit. He's more creative than we let on.
I'm sort of trying to figure out what Bressingham's doing right now, actually. Didn't go up to the Craig's Lair entrance, and it's gonna be farming.
I hope he's
So, like,
saved.
it's possible to like be looking for miners here, and then go for Lord Arthur.
Well, I'm sure he's hoping for a big find at speed, right?
Speed's already been checked, going by the map,
Oh yeah, you're right.
but like needs more power bombs to go for anything like that.
Yeah, Azder found his 5th powerbomb pack in Cathedral on the way out in the middle of a hell run. What a dude. Oh. It's okay. Plasma beam.
Really good finds, getting wave and plasma here in Rickship, but mainly looking for the Varia suit.
Well, but yeah, I guess so. But he could conceivably finish it without it. You know, he's got 6 energy tanks for Mother Brain. If Azder really wants to push it.
Yeah. Thing is, you're already here in Rickship, so you're gonna be checking like, all the majors.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, just let's take a second to go into the minds of these runners. What is Bressingham? He knows that he's not in front. I mean, he had a gravity find that he probably thought helped him a lot, but yeah, he knows he's behind, so I bet his heartbeat is racing. But Azder, I would say he knows it's going well. You know, everything's gone his way so far.
Yeah, pretty much. It seems that way. Like found that gravity suit on the backtrack, but gravity doesn't really help you too much without a way through East Meridia, so it doesn't feel bad about getting that possibly later. Probably feels like he's on the right path. Bressingham still feels behind, just knows how good a runner Azder is, and come down here to Shack Tool.
He knows he's behind, so he's taken all the gambles.
Yeah, like, leaving behind Craig's Lair boss is like already a gamble. Then going straight to Shack Tool too.
Mm-hmm. Power bombs, Crystal Flash now in play. Ooh. Excellent. All right, so we got 2 bosses down by Azder. I think we're somehow halfway through the run. Time to take just a second to give a shout out and a thanks to the wonderful organizers of this tournament. I always like to do. We're an amazing team at SpeedGaming. Always doing a great job. Really impressed with their team. The incredible organizers of the Super Metroid Randomizer tournament. I've been super impressed by the whole team so far. All the runners and the commentators, trackers, everyone making this happen. And last but not least, to the unbelievable donators of this very attractive prize fund for an amazing tournament. So yeah, thank you everyone for making this this tournament happen.
Yeah, even get a new donation sent in ominously, so they're still coming in. So again, thank you to the donators for this tournament.
Just enticing and attracting all of this unbelievable talent. I mean, it's pretty much surpassed my expectations. I've been really impressed.
Yeah, it's like everyone's saying that there's just too many good runners in this tournament now. You never know who's going to get through. But this race looking pretty crazy. We've got a Varia suit at Shack Tool, and Azder's going to last location that.
Yeah, holy cow. In fact, somehow Bressingham's gambles paying off. Look at this, and Bressingham has 0 beams and both suits. Azder has almost, everything but ice and no Varia, so this is pretty wild.
Yeah, so the plasma was the big find for azder, and also seeing wave means that Bressingham's not going to get it, and so we gotta keep a watch on how Bressingham's going to finish the ammo damage-wise, and that might be a way for azder to catch back up.
Azder, he already saw this portal, didn't he?
Right now, azder needs to go back to Meridia and find Shacktool. So I maybe could have gone through
Yeah,
Rex.
sure.
Go at the back of Red Ship. That put you in Meridia.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could be on the various skip plan. You never know when the runners are this good at getting through a seed without a suit. They may just decide they don't need it at some point.
Why was he even checking that item?
Looking for power bombs or E-tanks.
I guess so. Yeah, I mean, why not? If well, that means Lower Norfair suitless is in the back of his mind.
Yeah, he's not in Meridia right now, so that means he's going to the Lower Norfair suitless.
Come on, Azder.
So this is good. This is what I wanted to see.
Giving the fans what they want to see. What a treat. And I think it might be Ridley sitting down there in his lair. That would be impressive.
Yeah, that would be a problem, but he could probably do it. Has really strong beam now.
Probably, but the way he's playing tonight, it's not going to be a problem at all.
I do expect him to take safety saves. Yep, Keanu's can do 50 damage. Look for more power bombs on the way. Being on 15 is kind of scary, but there are some pretty good power bomb farming spots, so you don't need actually too many. Kind of the biggest problem area is if you needed a health refill before the Ridley boss fight.
Yeah, sure.
And if it is Ridley there, you also need another right after.
Well, this room, which I believe is named Fire Flea, is so named because the Fire Fleas here drop power bombs. So this is pretty much a great place to farm them up if you need it.
If they're not dropping power bombs, it's gonna be big energies. So great farming place. So this kind of works out well for both the runners. Like azder is going directly to the progression to finish the seed, but also taking a risk.
Yeah.
Whereas
I would say it works out. I would say it's working out well for the audience and commentators. I'm not sure Bressingham feels the same.
Bressingham's taken like 2 gambles now that have really worked out. Finding the gravity suit and the Varia suit when he did.
Azder. And here he goes. Nice crystal flash.
He's actually has exact power bombs to get through this.
Man.
When you don't have morph bombs, then power bomb management is even harder.
And I believe that Fire Flea farm, I think it's totally required for the one-trip Norfair RBO run, right? I mean, it's essential to farm up your power bomb there.
Yeah, it is. And then there's also the E-tank there, which helps a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, not just helps. I think it's like absolutely required, right?
Yeah, I'm wondering how this plays out for Azder, even if it is Dragon. So the power bombs are gonna get tricky. And then we're seeing Bressingham, who's gonna catch up. I don't know about overtake, but is getting through this faster.
Well, Asder's gonna have to do an enormous farm here, so Bressingham will definitely catch up.
Yeah, like this room right here is gonna take a very long time. He wants to farm up enough power bombs for Crystal Flash.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Azder just, I mean, what an aggressive player. This is what we love to see. Yeah, just to recap, in the tournament so far, Azder's come up against Vinter, Scottroid, P-Toil, Tillement, and Nevdi. I mean, I don't think I could take down a single one of those guys, and Azder's now 4-1. I mean, really impressive.
You're saying things, but this screen is hard to look away from.
That is tough to see. Man, that's... Wow. So, if I'm not mistaken, he, while he was crystal flashing, the bug came through and gave him damage per every frame.
Oh no, it is Ridley too.
Wow.
But with this, it looks like Bressingham's in the lead.
Yeah, I mean, Azder has defeated an additional boss already, so he's still got that, but you're absolutely right. The gamble paid off.
Yeah, Bressingham just made big plays that worked out. Took that early death, which was definitely a setback, but even just playing against Azder, you're going to want to take risks of some kind. And Azder is one who's going to make these plays, trying to skip Varia, because it's faster if you can pull it off. But then also sometimes has a bit of trouble with it, because it is hard to do. Ice Beam is maybe the best item for Bressingham. It's going to add beam damage, and it's a way to the Dragon boss, who's going to be vanilla. And you need either ice or speed to get through Batoon Hallway.
All right, come on, Azder. Show us how it's done.
Yeah, he's preparing as if it's Ridley fight, but would much rather see a Dragon here. With supers, takes about 4 E-tanks worth of health to do this fight perfectly. But then he does need to save supers for after the fight, because he's going to have to Crystal Flash right after this. The Ice Beam's not going to be a health refill. Charge Wave Plasma is... he's alive.
Man, yeah, come on, but it's not over yet.
I don't think he can get the item. Maybe.
Ice beam. No, we are actually we already knew that, but
So he can't get to the farm spot, I think, but he's gonna be stuck there for a long time.
Oh no! Oof, man, this is tough to watch. Oof.
Yeah, that situation would be completely different if it was Dragon at the boss door.
Tough to watch,
Being set on
man.
ammo.
What, do you think he's gonna go for it again? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, feeling committed at this point. He's already made the decision that doesn't want to check Shack Tool. The thing is, I don't think Shack Tool could have had too many items. Like, it would have been like either ice or speed if it wasn't Varia to get to the Dragon items, and then East Meridia would have the Varia suit because he's checked everything else.
Yeah. Man, this is like one of the better matches I've ever seen. Just can't believe we're so lucky to commentate. This is unbelievable.
And then Bressingham did also take a death, like earlier on. So the deaths
but
were
that's
balanced
two
out.
deaths
but
for Azder.
yeah, 2 deaths. The race is swung in Bressingham's favor.
Yeah, Bressingham going on to his 3rd boss now. He's in go mode for sure.
Yeah, would like to see better damage for Mother Brain, but definitely in go mode. But gonna check like, some checks along the way. And Bressingham didn't even know that this was Fantoon and not Dragon. Like, it could have been that all of East Meridia was open, but Wreck Ship was open instead, and that just didn't end up having the Varia suit. So the route he picked just worked out really, really well.
And then enraging Fantoon for some reason. I mean, what the heck was that?
Too excited with how the race is going?
That must have been a mishit by Bressingham. He must have switched to supers accidentally and fired one right in there.
Yeah, most likely. It happens.
Well, it definitely happens to me. Alright,
Doesn't
Azder.
seem like Azder's gonna change anything up for this attempt, now that he knows the boss. Well, actually, he's gonna bring more power bombs and super missiles. But yeah, adding more super missiles is gonna speed up the fight so that you lose less health. However, the time it took to pick them up, he's already down 2 E-tanks.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was in the right play, but I think he knows what he's doing. He's got this under control.
And then where his ammo is hitting, what drops he gets from Ridley is gonna play a big role.
Ooh, nice.
That's a much better kill.
Textbook.
So he has 3 reserve tanks, was it? That are gonna be
2,
full.
I believe. 2. Or was it 3?
And getting out is still its own problem. And we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, it was 2 reserve tanks. Taking it nice and slow.
Yeah, farming all these drops. Look for health, it seems. His power bomb count's gonna be an issue.
But it's sitting at about 55 minutes. I mean, I bet these runners' heartbeats are racing. Just they know that the other could be finished at any minute. They're trying to gun for the finish. Oh no! And I think he got down to 9 health there. It was cutting it pretty close.
Yeah, he really wanted to get the power bomb onto that power bomb blockade.
Just to save 1.
Yeah, because he has exactly enough. Again, you can screw attack this block, power bomb the blocks, and then spring ball up. And this is enough health to make it to the area transition. So we might be seeing azder make it out of here alive.
Well, we got our wish. I mean, highlight after highlight. Yeah, this room.
Yeah, one last long, scary room.
So yeah,
where does the transition come out, actually?
I think it's the moat, isn't it? No.
Nope. So there's another 3 rooms to go through.
Yeah, the moat. This is light area. Couldn't even be that.
Yeah, gonna
Luckily,
swing over
he's got the reserves.
To the refill room.
Uh-oh. Come on, make it.
He's fine.
Oof.
If he did fall, then would land it on spikes. That's 60 damage and knocks you backwards.
And takes the lava damage per frame. Well, here he is. He's in the clear. azder, I mean,
Hold it off.
don't count him out yet.
Yeah, azder still does have a much more powerful beam than Bressingham.
Oh, man,
And it's gonna get
this is
full
exciting.
value on
baby.
Dragon in Mother Brain.
Yeah, now my heartbeat is starting to go. Oh, and we're gonna see this cool backwards speed thingy. Speed
Wow.
clear.
Haven't seen it done that way before. Just wanted to farm a power bomb. Because it doesn't have a way to break these bomb blocks, actually.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, very heads up. Slightly risky. But you had to do it. Unless you wanted to farm the bug farm spot. When they have a low drop rate.
Yeah, with full beam combo. I mean, this could really come down to the wire. Only 35 supers for Bressingham. I mean, that's a much longer Mother Brain fight that he's looking forward to.
See, just charge ice. That's the 200 shot fight.
Yeah.
Probably cut out half of that because of ammo.
A little more, well, if he's got 40, 30, even 2/3 of it, but still, that's, I mean, minimum 60 shots with an ice beam. That's
That's a minute.
man, I couldn't give this to either player right now. This is great. Woo! And just the butter, the cherry on top. A nice speed booster as he's going home.
That's a good find. It's like the last really good item that we were looking for.
Azder again, farming the power bombs. Pretty cool.
You do need to know where to find more power bombs when you're on 0. Ready is a pretty good place for them. The crabs and the slimes here that Bressingham was running past. Pretty good power bomb dropper.
Saying no. Saying no to the energy tank. I've already got 7.
Yeah, exactly. Ori has stand-up health. Has stand-up beam. So that's another factor for the Mother Brain fight. Yeah, so just decides to skip the fanfare.
Yeah, how much time do you think a decent stand-up would save you?
I'm not really sure. It's something.
I'm
like
really not
3
that
seconds.
sure as well. It seems to vary quite a lot, but with full beam, maybe 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, I think it's about that. There's also some extra manips you can do in there. Make it harder to get the shots in, but save time in a different way. And I'm hoping, like, the runners can find their way back to Toria, because I haven't built a map, but maybe they have.
I actually, I don't think we've seen Torian yet. But it has to be, since this is light area, it has to be somewhere. Actually, it might be here.
Yeah, it'd be either
Right.
crabs or...
Yeah, this is
Figure
it, for sure. Alright, Bressingham, here we go. As they're just finding the speed booster. And it's all coming down to the Mother Brain fight. I mean, what more could we ask for?
Yeah, that's entering the elevator at 102.
Yeah, he's go mode 102 with only Ice Beam. And my heartbeat is starting. I'm at 100 already.
Yeah, like these Metroid rooms, Bressingham's gonna be able to go through pretty fast. Baby Skip is gonna be easier for Azder, having Wave and Plasma.
Definitely.
Azder just has a bunch of time saves that are gonna pop up, but we don't know if that's
man.
gonna be enough or not.
I mean, every second counts right now. This is exciting.
Yeah, these power bombs could be ice shields. Don't want to lose any bit of damage. I don't know that I'm expecting to actually see ice shields, but it is part of the low percent strat for...
Yeah, I mean, you might as well.
And let's see this baby skip attempt. Has high jump and speed, but only has ice beam for beams. So
A
good.
lot of shots here.
A lot of jumps. Hit the dust enemy.
Oh. Oh well.
Yeah, I think it was hitting the hopper in the ceiling through him. It just makes a pile of lag.
But that just brings our two runners closer together, and that's really what we want to see, isn't it? Oh, Azder, he knows the way. Zero hesitation. Oh man.
Yeah, and this is 104.30 for
104.
Azder, so 2.5 minutes apart.
Unbelievable. No, wasn't it 101 that he went in? So like 3.5 minutes?
Was it?
Or was it 102?
It was 102.
Okay, then it's 2.5 minutes behind. Man, this is exciting.
Yeah, and it feels like the beam difference is a minute on the fight itself. And then
Definitely.
baby skip would be 30
Baby skip
seconds,
something,
stand up for
stand
30
up.
seconds. Hopefully he knows how to do Zeb skip. It was just ice beam, you shoot it from below.
Definitely. Oof. Yeah, that's not what he's... Man, every ammo is huge here for Bressingham.
Yeah, no Zeb skips can be really costly. Gotta redo the math on the number of shots.
Man, I think that was definitely a big error from Bressingham as we're coming down to the wire. All of those supers would have saved him a lot of time.
Yeah, and with one.
All right, here we go.
So it's a 150 shot fight now.
About
For those
150.
supers.
And we're all gonna count it together. 3, 4.
Answer with the baby skip.
Cavalier. Mr. Azder. Hey man, he is really showing off the stuff. Those Metroid rooms were flawless. I mean, no, not even a save. He knows what's at stake.
And has a good item set for doing Metroids. The answers. Practice that 100%.
The only reason I'd want him to save is just in case something goes wrong with stand-up glitch. You never know.
No, this race is too close to see a save. The thinking is, even if something goes wrong and you do use your save, there's a lot of time lost in getting back to that.
Oh my gosh. Man, simultaneous mother brain fights at 107. This is unbelievable.
A little bit sad to see though. Bressingham just got a much longer fight.
Yeah, oof.
Really needed to be like well into the catch-up phase by the time Azure started phase 2.
Wow.
I don't like the wall jump method for doing stand-up. Because if you're facing left, then you get flung to the left. You get force scratch.
So you want to be facing right when you do it?
I'm not sure actually. Facing right should be worse. Moving left is bad.
Okay.
Facing right is also bad.
Ooh! That was a pretty spiffy dodge from Bressingham.
This is a full 50 shot catch-up phase. So we gotta dodge a lot of these.
This match played like finals match. That's right. I mean, this is unbelievable.
Big plays on
And
both sides.
there it is. Bressingham finishes the fight like a pro. I mean, no, I can't say that was a bad fight. He absolutely rocked the low percent fight.
Yeah, very interesting how we got low percent Mother Brain on the left, and we had like RBO, Lore Warfare on the right.
And azder never going to Shack Tool to find Varia suit. Pretty cool.
Just decided, had the items, didn't need Varia suit. And is gonna take a win.
Yeah, definitely nothing stopping him now. Man, azder is going to be moving to 5-1 after 6 weeks. So I mean, that pretty much guarantees him a spot in the playoffs. So look forward to seeing his games in the weeks to come.
azder, definitely someone to keep an eye on for placing high in the tournament and the playoffs that follow. And there it is. azder has entered the ship. So GG's to azder. Taking first place.
110, very respectable.
And even after those pretty costly deaths.
Textbook.
Well, watch Preston finish up the escape. And the runners follow. A great race for us. Showing off a whole lot of skill.
Yeah, Bressingham's gonna have a tough matchup last week to secure that playoff spot. So, very much looking forward to that matchup, whoever he's against.
Thing is, probably runs into another strong opponent.
It's gonna be dirty. Man, week 7 is gonna be dirty. Man, it's gonna be a fist fight for those final spots. I wouldn't want to be 4-2.
That'll be Bressingham finishing up with a 112.41. So GG's Press.
I mean, a 2-minute difference at the end there. What a race. I mean, azder with the early lead, then taking some big deaths, but fighting through it with super clean Turian to take a big win. And that was impressive. All right, item locations. What do we got? Morph ball at the morph ball. Power bomb, super missile.
Just be morph bombs we're looking for. But we're joined here by Bressingham.
What's
sorry
going
about
on,
the walk.
Bressingham?
It's like he's working on tech issues. But
I'm sure he'll join us in a minute, but with the race finishing within 2 minutes of each other, that was unbelievable. I mean, it really did come down to the deaths.
Yeah, like both of them played the seed really differently. And
Yeah,
so
that was
it was
cool.
hard to tell who's ahead up until the very end.
I mean, that's
Okay,
one of
can
the
you hear
best
me now?
matches I've ever done that. Yeah, absolutely. How's it going?
Good. Sorry, I was on push to
Man,
talk.
an unbelievable matchup, Bressingham. Well played.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with how I played this one after the deaths. I was so sad after that.
Yeah, I was
Because-
gonna say, man. 3 weeks ago, I was commentating a match between McTimothy and Lies and Gasoline, and one of them took exactly the same death on the same hopper. It was such a shame. But man, way to get back in there. Awesome gambles, finding the suits right after that. We thought you were gonna win it.
Really played
Yeah.
it the way you needed to pull ahead from that position.
Yeah, thank you.
I wanted to say, man, that early X-ray check that you just nailed first try, loved it, man. Really impressive.
Thank you. Was that gravity? I can't remember.
Yeah, it was.
Yes, it was. Yeah, huge check with man, just really cool. Loved it. So.
So did I end up getting both suits before Azder found gravity?
Yeah. Yes. No. He had
so
gravity.
Azder found
Actually.
gravity on the
Yeah,
way up to
yeah.
Rick Ship, and you
Yeah,
get
he
to
checked it
Varia
as well.
while he was clearing Rick Ship.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and he just never found Varia. Pretty cool. But yeah, the big thing with Azder, he basically died twice, major deaths, trying to take out Ridley at the bottom of Lower Norfair with no Varia suit. But then third try, he got it and got out. It was
Nice.
pretty exciting.
Yeah, were there any tanks down there? The only thing I didn't check was Firefleet, but everything else was not a tank.
Hmm No, I don't think there were.
That's
It felt like
very
it was all
impressive, man.
missiles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was pretty tough. But yeah, finally he made it, and then man, you couldn't believe it. I mean, it was a simultaneous mother brain fight. With you doing the with the low percent strats and Azder with the full beam combo, unbelievable. We were just on the edge of our seats to the last minute.
The only thing that hurt to see was the Mrs. Ebb skip on your side.
Yeah, that cost a
Mm.
lot of ammo. That I think that was probably like a minute's worth of DPS gone. Maybe
Definitely, man.
more. But I asked Azure how to do ice only Zeb skip in the race room, and he taught me, and it's completely free, so I know it now.
Definitely. Excellent, man. So you're going to be moving into week 7, sitting at 4-2. How you feeling? Going for that playoff spot.
I gotta win next week.
That's what it's going to be, man. I was just saying, for the 4-2 matchups are going to be scrappy. So,
Yeah.
man, I think, but I want to see you. I want to see you come with a big win and make it happen.
Thanks. Yeah, the 4 and 2s right now are really, really scary.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, I'll just we'll see what happens.
Yep. So as of right now, there's still 37 people with a chance to make the playoffs. So, yeah, let's see it, Bressingham. I want to see an awesome. I mean, I gotta say, man, great play tonight. I was super impressed. One time after another, just unfortunate death, but that happens to anyone. So come on, man. Let's see a big bounce back in week 6 or week 7.
Thank you. That's the plan.
Excellent. Well, yeah, it doesn't seem like Azder is joining us after the race, but yeah, just to recap it, a really impressive run from him with full lower Norfair and Ridley kill with no Varia suit. Stand-up glitch. Well executed. Great movement throughout. I mean, just it was a really well done run. So an absolute brick wall.
GG, Azure.
Excellent. So, I think that might bring us to the end of the interview and race. We gotta take a minute to give a shout out. First person, of course, Exact Science, who was our tracker tonight, told me before the broadcast that it was his first time tracking or joining a crew at all. So yeah, really great to have him on the team. Hope to see you next time. Thank you very much. And then let's quickly thank the organizers of the tournament, both from SpeedGaming and Super Metroid Randomizer tournament team. Yeah, really, both teams just so impressive. To the runners tonight, Bressingham and Azder, and all the runners and participants of the tournament. And then finally, I'll say thank you to Aussie. This is 2 weeks in a row that we co-commentated together. Been super fun. Been one of the most knowledgeable commentators that I've won. Just a pleasure to get all of your great knowledge. So, thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for that, Jangles. It's been great calming with you once again. Maybe more in the future.
Hope so. I can't wait for week seven in the playoffs.
Yeah, just great races, great Super Metroid content. As we continue the multi-category tournament 2022, still on week 6 here. There are more matches later tonight.
Yeah, lay them out for the listeners.
Yeah, already started, I do believe. On SpeedGaming 1, 2, and 6, we have 3 matches going at once. And then much of tomorrow and the rest of the week will be more content to enjoy.
And don't forget, week 7, we've got our final matchups next week. I mean, it's going to be full countdown randomizer with a random start, full area rando, and bosses on. It's going to be madness. So, see you guys next week. Excellent. So, yep, I think we can call it there. Thank you very much, Aussie, and see you all next mission.
See ya.